Good morning, my garden friends. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday morning. I'm out for my early morning walk. It's about 6:30, and I'm in Windermere, Florida, Zone 9B, and so it's just breaking day here. And I wanted to show you this beautiful, beautiful mango tree. It's on the corner of one of my neighbors'. I live in a development, and we have so many rules and regulations, but somebody has planted a mango in their front yard, and it has just taken over. Now, we are here about 13 and a half years, and we were one of the original people, so I'm guessing that this tree is maybe 8 or 10 years old, but I want you to see how prolific it is. And this started uh, it when I walked by here in April, the 1st of April, so April, May, June, this is almost July, 4 months later, the fruit is still hanging on. But the fruit, you can see some of these, that the, excuse me, the fruit was actually hanging down to the ground. And there were, 30 or 40 on each of these uh, um, stems that were hanging, and how prolific it is. But I wanted to show you something interesting. I've seen mangoes growing. When we lived in Hawaii, everybody seemed to have a mango tree in their front yard or backyard. But I want you to see how this actually sends off some extra branches. You can see that this is actually was a branch that came up, and they have tied it to a cross so that the weight of the fruit doesn't rip it down. And they've done that in a couple places where they've tied this tree up so that it's up to the main trunk. And you can see how big that main trunk is. I mean, it's major. And look at this fruit. I mean, I can only imagine that they're probably about, well, that feels like about 12 ounces. Just beautiful. Just a beautiful, beautiful tree. And you've seen my, I started some seeds about 3-4 months ago, and they're the Ataulfo, Ataulfo. It's a mango that grows really well in Mexico, and I'm not really sure what kind this is. This just looks like a Florida mango, which is just wonderful. And I would love to have one of these growing in my yard, in my food forest yard. But you can see they must have gotten, I'm just guessing that's 3, 6, I'm looking at 10. There's probably still 60, 70 fruit on this tree, and this is 4 months later. I'm just guessing that they probably got at least a couple hundred off of there already. And I'm just going to back off so that you can see the whole look of the tree. I mean, it's a pretty tree. There's pretty leaves to it. It has just a nice shape to it. And it would be marvelous for a backyard. Here in the front yard, you have to really be careful, especially on, for being on a corner, they've got to worry about the safety of people walking by, not only being hit by a branch that might fall, but being hit by a ripe mango. So I've never met these folks, so I really don't know them. I'd love to know them. But anyway, it was just, I wanted to show you this morning. Sometimes when I go out on my walks, if it's something I don't have in my backyard, it's something that I'd like to share with you. I know that mango grow beautifully here in Florida. I'm not sure about North Florida. I don't know if they could handle that frost, but I know from Central Florida on south they do quite well. and there's nurseries like down in Homestead that have some, you can buy your grafted mangoes in different varieties. So anyway, garden what you've got today. I hope you like my channel. If you do, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll be glad to come back and talk to you again. So take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.